Hey, it's Lynn Saxberg reporting for Face the Music at OttawaCitizen.com. On stage at Blues Fest tonight is Canned Heat, one of the most bluesy bands you'll find on the main stage. I'm going to go talk to Fido de la Pera, the only original member of these 60s survivors. He's going to tell me all about Woodstock, I hope, and about the blues. Let's go check in. So Canned Heat kind of livens up your brand of blues with some jazz and some boogie stuff.
Boogie, definitely boogie. I don't know about jazz, but you see, Canned Heat was the band that made blues palatable for white audiences. We were the first band that had blues-oriented songs put in the top 10 worldwide. You see, when we started playing blues and promoting blues music, nobody wanted to know about it. Blues club owners were afraid of putting blues bands around, and it was a very restrictive thing that was only in selected coffee houses, a few beatniks or hippies there that came and listened to blues music, and maybe one or two blues festivals a year. You know, the Newport Festival was famous, mainly acoustic, and that was it. That was all there was going on for blues when we started playing blues. It was like three bands that made opened the road for the rest. It was Paul Butterfield in Chicago, John Mayall and Alexis Corner from England, and Canned Heat, who was the California band. You see, so we were the three. But even of those three, Canned Heat was the one that actually had worldwide hit records that were blues-oriented music. And that's part of the beginning of the recognition of blues as a cultural thing, as something as important as jazz. And it has become huge. You are calling your festival a blues festival, and there are blues societies all over the world, and blues festivals, oh my God, we're playing, this is probably the 25th, 26th that we play. And there is blues all over. It's actually a little too much now. Maybe a little overpopulated.
Do you think the climate has gone back to people appreciating live music too?
The music scene has changed so much. The only way to make sense of it and look at it in a positive way will be to look at it as a tree. Right, where the blues and early rock and roll will be the tree, the roots, and then this tree of music branches into the many different styles, and then it's up to you what you want to grab out of it. You see, and there is hip hop, there is rap, there is jazz, there is hard rock, there is metal, and all that. So music has really become a very rich, idiom.
We've had all of those styles at Blues Fest this week.
Yes, I can see that. So that's why I was suggesting you should call it just a music festival or the Ottawa Festival, but it's okay to call it a blues festival too. Why not? Give blues a chance always, whenever you can.
So Canned Heat celebrated a 40th anniversary last year.
Yes.
And how are things going now?
Things are going great. What can I tell you? We have more work than we can handle and more offers. I've been in the band 40 years, and I don't enjoy traveling that much, but I love playing music still. And I think you'll hear us tonight. We're doing great. It's amazing how life has gone up and down. The band has had its tragedies, and then we had our great times. And I think now we've gone full circle, and as I said earlier, we're more recognized as a legendary band, and we are part of the cultural thing that happened in the 60s and the message. So our song Going Up the Country, you hear it and you can immediately identify with the 60s. And, so we're doing great. I'm producing CDs. We're putting out new music. We're not just hang up on doing all stuff, and we're putting out new music and new records, and everything is wonderful.
I have to ask about Woodstock.
I usually tell them, read my book, and I don't answer the question. So I'll answer your question because you are nice, okay? So I don't know. What do you want to know about Woodstock? I already told you I didn't.
Are
get
you
there.
surprised people are still talking about it, like
Oh,
40
yes,
years
I know.
later?
There is a big buzz about it because there is going to be a 40th anniversary of Woodstock next year. And there is also a Woodstock museum that just opened. And I mean, Woodstock was a wonderful thing. I wish there were more Woodstocks and more of that feeling there was there in the 60s, you know. We had a message to give, you know. It was a strong message. It still applies.
Okay, thank you very much for your time, Vito.
Thank you. Thank
and
you for your interest.
yes, we look forward to
should
seeing you
read my
tonight.
book, okay? You like it.
Remind me to read his book.
Living the
No,
Blues.
I will love it.
By the way, let's say this.
I'm a
to the
student
audience.
of Woodstock, so I
Oh,
have to read your book.
You have to. And, visit our website, www.cannedheatmusic.com.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Blues Fest.